96.1 ODZ, Central New York's greatest hits. Walked into the studio. I haven't seen this guy in about 6 months. His name is Jardieu-Aderman. Jeff, you're the sound engineer for a world-class recording studio here in Utica, aren't you?
Well, thank you. Yes, world-class. It's very nice of you to say.
Yeah, well, many people don't realize that everybody has their, your home recording studios. There's other studios around, but there's one that people come to from all over the nation to record, and it's right there on Genesee Street. I knew it as Castle Recording, but it is now Big Blue North. So what's it like hanging out in there?
It used to be a digital studio. We decided to change it over to an analog studio.
Okay, so more grit.
Like going backwards in time in a little way. It is hearkening back to the time when records were made with tape. It's a new technology based on old premises. It's like 1978 updated, so we get all the goodies of what made old records cool, but without having to fix the thing every 5 minutes because it's 50 years old. What we operate is a big, large commercial facility. We're in a church.
Yeah.
We have a big live room, which is like
Love that.
Abbey Road, where the Beatles would go and sit and record, and you could fit 50 guys in there.
Yeah.
All sitting down.
Natural reverb everywhere in that room.
All the whole thing. It gives a musician a chance to kind of come experience recording in a way that it seems like you only read about in books.
Well, yeah, and that's what it is. It's an experience. I've had the pleasure of being there maybe half a dozen times recording, and every single time I'm like, oh, man, I really want to lay some stuff down right now because the atmosphere is all about that. And then when you're not tracking, it's all comfortable with the couches and stuff. It's great. It's perfect, man. And it's right there in Genesee Street, a little gem right inside our little town here. So, but what brings you in here today, man?
Well, we put out this compilation. We decided to do something that maybe hasn't been done before. Being a new studio, we felt like we needed to plant our flag a little. Here's what we're going to offer to people. Also to sort of say there's a lot of cool stuff in the local 315, and that was the first caveat.
Sure.
315 bands. And the second caveat was it's going to be all original. We wanted to choose some folks that we knew were hitting the bricks. There's 9 bands that you haven't probably even heard of.
A couple of them I haven't, honestly.
You know, Mason's Revolt is on this record. They're a metal band. Then there's the Rusty Dug, or Joe Sweet and John Kelsey, which is certainly...
Those names have been around forever.
Acoustic thing, much more of a laid-back flavor. And then there's some indie rock on there.
It's a sampler.
It gives it a little taste, right? And there's a couple bands from Syracuse there, too. It was free. They came in, they did 2 songs. It wasn't a bunch of bands submitting stuff that they had already recorded. So we were able to just sort of say, look, everyone's going to come. They're going to get the same treatment. Everybody gets the same amount of time.
Right.
We didn't cut any corners.
Right.
With band A versus band B. Everybody sounds good. And now it's just, hey, you may not like the heavy guy. You might like the acoustic thing. Or you may not like the acoustic thing. You might like the heavy.
It's a menu.
Like Jay Schnitt's song sounds as good as Mandate of Heaven's. The style of music is entirely different.
But the quality's the same.
The quality's the same. It sounds like a record from top to bottom.
It's going to be an annual thing, right? So if you don't hear your favorite original band, there's a chance you might hear them on the next record.
It was sort of, in a way, first come, first serve. Whoever responded, we kind of just said, okay, we'll take you. You're out there, you're doing it, you're pretty serious. You're writing, you're performing, you're trying to become an artist.
Right.
Maybe you don't have a lot of gigs and you don't have a lot of people following you, but, if you're serious and you're really trying, we'll give you a break. It's no problem.
So the record that I got was free anyway. If anybody wants it, they can get it for the same way.
Go to our website, Big Blue North, and there's links there for Reverb Nation, for SoundCloud, and Bandcamp. Download them. It's just a piece of cake. If you're in that camp where you just don't do the download thing, just give us a call, 733-9910. We can make a physical copy if if somebody really wanted one, and it's not a problem.
And if people would like to do some recording at your place, what's the address?
2317 Genesee Street. We're on the corner of Beverly and Genesee Street in South Utica. It's a big brick church. Kind of
can't miss it. But it's funny because I tell people about it all the time, and they drive past it every single day, and they just don't think to look to the left or to the right, and it's been there this whole time.
Since 1926.
They're like, there's a studio in this place?
Occasionally, if the weather is nice, we will leave the door open or unlock.
Yeah, I remember that.
And someone will just kind of come wandering in, thinking it's a church. Still. And we're like, oh, hello. Some folks come in and be like, they're looking for
right. Yeah, exactly right.
Ain't there anymore.
Yeah, they wanted to do confession, and
this
is a different sort of confession booth.
But it's a nice spot. It's beautiful, a part of Utica, and we're fortunate and lucky to be able to do it in our town, and I hope that folks come and at least check it out.
All right, so Jardieu-Aderman of the studio, Big Blue North, and his beautiful wife over here, Pam. Thanks so much for coming on by, and she was our photographer today, I guess, and moral support for her hubby. So thanks so much, Jeff, and we'll put the record up online, and I'm going to try and play a track or two here. That's okay with you?
I appreciate that. Really.
Well, thanks for stopping on by.
Thank you for having us, Keith.
All right, keep on listening for those couple of tracks we're going to play from the record, by the way, is called Interesting Selection Volume 1. Forgot to mention that, and you'll be able to check it out also at bigbluenorth.com and on Facebook as well. And we're going to throw a couple tracks up, too, on our website at 961wodz.com. Make sure you check it out. Supporting local music. It's Bob Seger and Weather Next, 96.1.